Yeah, Johnny Grube from allmantraining.com. Today's workout, I talk about toughness and how men are weak. Today's workout, I didn't have a plan. I was doing some things around the yard, and I figured, well, I'm going to do something I haven't. I was making some bacon this morning on the and some sausage on my Blackstone grill. Still trying it out. It's a it's a grill that has a griddle on it. It's pretty fucking sweet. But anyhow, and I had some other things I was doing, and I figured, well, I got to get a workout in. I'll grab my 55-pound dumbbells and do some farmer's carries. So I marked off 20 yards, like I always do, and I figured I'll do these, well, throughout the day. Well, I decided on 100 rounds. I didn't realize how fucking hard that was going to be. Um, so when I first started, I did 10. 10 rounds, 10 in a row, which was 200 yards. And after that, the reps dropped off. The round, how many I did in between. And my goal was to finish it before I eat anything. And if I failed for whatever reason, hands fucking failed, or I got injured, I wouldn't eat today. I know it's pretty extreme, but you know what? I do these things to challenge myself. My 7-year-old grandson and my 4-year-old granddaughter were out with me. I wasn't trying to break any records or anything. I was just wanted to get it done, see how long it would take me, basically. And it didn't even matter then. I think it took me almost 3 hours, believe it or not. And that was pretty quick, man. I was in and out as much as I could, that my hands would be able to handle it. And I didn't do it with any chalk. I didn't do them with any wraps. It was just my own fucking power, my own fucking hands. So, which I believe that's also is a forgotten fucking art, if you would. People not using things to make their lifting easier. Anyhow, my grandson, 7, was using 15-pound dumbbells. He just wanted to do it. So he was doing his own farmer carries. The only rule was each cone to cone, you had to go at least to the cone. You couldn't stand in front of the cone, because if you stood in front of the cone, the round didn't count. So you had to at least go to the cone. And if you lost grip in any area on the comeback or go up, you had 5 push-ups. My 7-year-old grandson dropped it once, did his 5 push-ups, and finished them. He didn't do 100. He just was messing around. But I told him it would help him out with his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling for his grip and his sturdiness, and he was all in. My 4-year-old granddaughter was doing the same thing. She was doing one-arm farmer carries with a 10-pound kettlebell back and forth. They just wanted to do it. So I'm not going to discourage it. But, when I do those things, I have to touch each cone. I have to go to the cone. I can't go in front of the cone, because if I do, I didn't do 20 yards, which would fuck everything up. So I finished off, you got to remember now, I did 100 rounds. So I picked them up 56 times. Doesn't sound like a lot. 110 pounds, pick them up 56 times and carry them. It's a lot tougher than you might think. And I carried them for 1 mile. I guess it totaled out to 1 mile, 1 mile .136. So it took me a while. And my hands are sore. And they got pretty roughed up. But I wasn't going to quit. And a lot of people might think, well, that's stupid, but you got to challenge yourself every once in a while. I've never done that before. Didn't know what it was going to take me, how long it was going to take me. I had no clue. I didn't plan on it. But I finished it, and I finished it in strong fashion. When you get to the end of these things, man, you're dragging, something like that. But I like to coach myself. I coach myself hard. I don't use weak words. I use the word weak a lot when I'm making videos, but I don't use it when I'm training, because I don't want that word in my head when I'm training. So when I'm pushing myself, I'm saying, come on, pussy. You're stronger than that. Don't give in. You got it. Keep going. Get stronger. You got, whatever it is, just to keep myself moving. I think we got to challenge ourselves as men. We got to get stronger. So I did 100 rounds with the 55-pound dumbbells, 110 pounds. Picked it up, because I dropped them, in between, for rest. 56 times, took over, it was over a mile. And I did it on my own power, my own bare hands. So I don't know if I'm going to get any blisters. They're quite fucking red. My calluses are all fucked up. But I completed it, and I'm pretty fucking happy. Go out there and challenge yourself. Stay strong. That's the only way, man, we're going to continue to fucking keep fucking getting stronger. and eliminate this fucking weakness. Later.